Saina Nehwal in Malaysia. It was her first victory of the year as well. And interesting, the last two times they have met, Saina's taken the opening game and then been swatted away in the final two.
I think that's very much reflective of the style of Wang Xin, left-hander. She's a very slight athlete, as you can probably already see. There she is. And she's very good stamina, very good court coverage. She retrieves an awful lot of shuttles, which means opponents have to work awfully hard to win just 1 point. And when you do that, even if they manage to take the opening game, she gradually wears opponents down because she makes them work so hard.
An interesting perspective, though, of this game. Of course, it's India's bright young girl, isn't she, Saina Nehwal? She's obviously right up there. She's often said it's her biggest China. The other perspective, for Wang Xin, she knows she can't afford any slippers. Right now, she has been chosen as the #1 ladies singles player, hasn't she? She's taken over that mantle from the start of the week, where Wang Shixian was as #1, but she lost her first game against Juliana Schenker. So now Wang Xin's there, and she'll keep that place as long as she keeps winning. She loses it today, she won't be playing semi-final or final, will she?
No, that's right. It's huge pressure on all of the Chinese team, but especially the women's singles. And look at this, she's only #3 in the world. Only #3.
She's Chinese #3,
and
though.
Chinese #3. Look at that win-loss record for the year. You know, she piles up result after result. And as you can see, and as you've already mentioned, wasn't selected for the first match against Juliana Schenker, Germany, but played well when she replaced Wang Shixian. And, you know, but the pressure, as you say, because Wang Yihan, world #2, is waiting to come in if need be. But here we have the world #4 playing the world #3. You know, this on paper is a terrific matchup, but as I've already mentioned, she needed 3 games to beat the second-ranked player from Chinese Taipei.
Time.
And lost against the world junior champion, the 16-year-old. Here's just confirmation of the last time that they met, the final of the Malaysian Grand Prix Gold event.
They got 21-8 in that second game. So what are we going to get tonight then? It was very praiseworthy. It was of her coach Lee Yongbo, the way he helped on the sidelines in the win against Sayaka Sato. For more joy here against Saina Nehwal. She was world #3 until that crazy April Grand Prix gold event. It was a victory for Wang Xin, and she took her in those rankings.
Here's some facts.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my left, India, represented by Saina Nehwal. On my right, China, represented by Wang Xin. India to serve, level, play.
Official, in charge. Should be a fabulous watch.
Yeah, what I was going to say just before the umpire started to make his announcements was Wang Xin, of course, has been world #1, as we look at Zhang Ning and Li Yongbo. Zhang Ning, of course, the reigning Olympic champion, now coaching the women's singles players. So we've got a former world #1 against a former world #2, because Saina Nehwal has been as high as #2 in the world.
She had a fantastic 2010, didn't she?
5 titles throughout last year. That was incredible. 3 of them Super Series events. And in fact, she won 3 titles back-to-back in 3 weeks. That's a very, very rare occurrence in world badminton. No doubting her fitness, but whether in a match like this, when she is coming back from injury, Saina Nehwal had an ankle injury that kept her out of the Super Series finals, the first event of this year. And whether she's really regained all of her match fitness yet, I'm not certain. We'll see.
does heap the pressure even more amongst him, given what we were saying just a few minutes ago about the calibre of players she's up against within her own national team.
You know, I'm so intrigued by this matchup, because we've been talking before about Wang Xin when she was world number 1 and how she dealt with the pressure, which, in my opinion, she didn't deal with it terribly well. And as you've just pointed out, if she doesn't win this match tonight, she probably won't play the Singal game. There's huge pressure on her, and I'm really interested to see how she takes it. At the moment, it's been a very, very nervous start.
第三场男子双打比赛，由来自荷兰的尤里克·德鲁克和塞伍科达布克斯对阵来自加拿大的阿德里安·刘和德里克·吴。
Could be wrong, but our instincts were that was it.
本场比赛裁判员保罗·巴夫汉德来自英格兰，范费来自印度。
That's one way to reply.
That's a real shame, because I think the line judges certainly...
He wasn't, I think Saina Nehwal was standing in front of him. I don't think he got a particularly good view.
Well, maybe. Because the line judging, certainly up till now, I've been very impressed with it all week.
It's over 2-7.
Repair that one.
To me, is such a nervous.
So it's over 8-2.
She's almost paralysed with nerves. No feel and touch in the arm. The arm was all stiff there as she tried to play the cross-court net shot.
Well, maybe this is the only way she can play Saina Nehwal. Go a game down and
9-2.
finish it off that way.
Well, one of the reasons that she does so well in 3 games is when she makes her opponents work so hard for every point. She's not doing that at the moment.
And let's give full credit as well to Saina Nehwal.
Absolutely.
She's playing a lot better, isn't she, so far, than she had in the previous 2 nights.
Yeah, that one was it. That's the whole thing. That just sort of really emphasises the point. So different. When the pressure is on and when the pressure is off. When Saina Nehwal was playing against the 16-year-old from Thailand, a World Junior champion, all the pressure was on Saina Nehwal. Now, she's got under pressure. She's not expected to win.
It's over 10-3.
The noise is because the world number 1 men's player has just won Ruchong Play. He's just beaten Park Sun between Malaysia and Korea. India looking to make it 1-0 here. Saina Nehwal can win. That's a commanding interval lead that the world number 4 has over the world number 3. 11 points to 4. Lots.
尤其后补要打上几个重复的球，你不要2分3分你不想攻了，他一打你这人就马上想抽了，他的位置都没有拉开，把他调动开以后再攻。我还是那个时候不行的话，往中间打高一点，上往下跳，不要打他过来的球，把中间一直
capabilities. Okay, now we start fresh, come out strong from the interval.
第三场男子双打比赛，由来自韩国的郑在成和李元大对阵来自马来西亚的陈文宏和林天豪。
We have from Japan and Lee Yong-gai from Korea versus Nehwal and Hong Tian-ha from Malaysia.
本场比赛评判员。
She's enjoyed successful points with that cross-court drop shot from deep in her forehand corner. Plum on the line.
Different work. Now, can she keep that up? Maintain this excellence.
9-12.
Much publicity around the fact that gopichand on the right, as we looked at them there, no longer the personal coach for Saina Nehwal. He's always been the national coach, and he says that Saina Nehwal needs personal attention now. And he can't give her that because he's in charge of the entire squad.
13-9.
Therefore, Babu is now her personal coach. He's sitting at the back of the court. It's a good lift. It's an obvious tactic that she's been instructed once in from deep in her forehand corner, either to play the angled drop shot across court or to go for the smash across court. Yeah. And the way to make the backhand vulnerable is to play down the forehand side first.
14.
That was going wide. That certainly has.
Service over, 15-10.
There we go. Same tactic. Clear down the forehand side, then the smash across court.
Service over, 11-15.
Obviously feel that Saina Nehwal is slightly slow out of that deep forehand corner to get back to her base position, and Therefore, you immediately want to hit the fast one down to the backhand side.
Service over, 16-11.
Start to this match. It's an advantage that pretty much maintained despite a little flurry of sort of shots from Sid.
Absolutely delighted with the way the teammates has played that last rally. That really was superb. Appeared to be in trouble and suddenly with quick movement around the head position plays the winning smash.
Service over, 17-13.
Ready and waiting for the cross-court on that occasion.
13. Service over, 14-18.
From the early stages is that Wang Xing is not really being pushed to the back of the court. She's really only having to play most of the rallies from mid-court forward because Saina Nehwal, she's worried about clearing and with the drift, the shuttle going long the back line, and therefore she's trying to attack too early on in the rally. She needs to build the rally first before she starts hitting in a downward direction.
Service over, 19-15.
Big point. Two there.
Then bring her forward.
It's out, and Saina Nehwal has as in their last two meetings between these two players. She takes the opening game. This time, will she win the match?
Won by India, 21-15.
21-15. Game to Saina Nehwal.
She is getting opening and she is hitting that straight hitting. She is hitting straight. And if you are from here, she is hitting straight, nearly from the straight only. And if you are not able to lift the shuttle, just keep the shuttle here or keep crossing. Okay? And
再抓住击就可以，没关系，重新来啊。
It's amazing how much control these players get when they're taking the shuttle so late. Saw it with Lindan the other evening, didn't we? So much easier when you're coming forward like this and addressing the shuttle early, taking it much higher. Much easier to play the accurate shot.
If India were to get a point on the board tonight, she was their big hope. So far, she's delivering the goods.
Court 1, 20
Look at
seconds.
those unforced
Court
errors,
1,
just
20
extraordinary.
seconds.
4 times as many. That is just incredible. And yet less winners from Saina Nehwal. Yeah.
Second game, level, play. One love.
She doesn't need to tell her, and you don't need me to tell you really. She needs a good start to this second game.
That
Two,
goes down as another
love.
unforced error.
It's, yeah, I mean, you know, we know the ability she's got. She must be really, really kicking herself inside at the moment.
This is good, Ronnie.
It's long.
She was made to run the full diagonal of the court. Saina
Three,
Nehwal
love.
pushing one, sinking deep into her forehand corner, and then immediately the tight net shot towards the left-hander's backhand side. And as fast as one is, trying to scamper across the court.
She did the first 5 points of the opening game. Saina Nehwal's taken the first 3 here. And that makes it 4.
Yeah, in fact, Saina Nehwal
4 love.
took the first 6 points of the opening game, and it really should have been 7 had it not
Yeah,
been for
that
that,
call, yeah.
that line call.
4号场地即将进行第3场女子单打比赛，有请裁判员运动员入场。
Now let's welcome the athletes and technical officers.
That's a lovely serve straight down the line.
5, excuse me. Service over, 1,
女子单打比赛由来自波兰的安
She
娜
has
萨
got
对阵
lots
来
of
自
work to do here, though. So,
Until the second half, Anna Nader from Poland versus Larissa Alexandra from Ukraine.
本场比赛裁判员天津外国来自新西兰，巴西裁判员野口英二来自日本。
Yeah, but we know what a quality player she is. You know, she's so consistent, she's so good. But having played so well, got those results, she became world #1, and that's when she started to struggle. She felt the pressure.
she was in the first round, didn't she?
3, 4.
Yeah, to a Japanese girl, Natsu, which I haven't even seen the Natsu play. I mean, that's how big an upset it was.
Service over, 5-3.
Talking in the build-up to this game about how when he is playing good players, they just step it up against him. You know, they know they're playing a Chinese player, and they know that, you know, he's got a point to prove because, you know, he's there to be shot at. And I suppose for Saina Nehwal, it's unbelievable how we're seeing her today step up a few gears. Definitely a few shifts in gear for how she was playing in the previous two matches.
Yeah, yes, no question. I remember the first Super Series title she won the Indonesian Open not last year, the year before, and I think she beat the top 3 Chinese players back to back. So to do that, quarterfinals, semi-finals and finals is very, very impressive. But building on that point, this is why it is just so remarkable what Lee Chong-wei, the Malaysian #1 in the men's singles, has done. Because everybody does step up when they play against him. For him to have played this year and only lost 1 match.
Unforced error. You've got to start feeling for her now. Become a lonely place out of the court when you're playing these kind of shots. Ready to be behind you, but they want for a moment. Again, let's try to go for those lines.
9-4.
Same scoreline at the interval, 11-4. But it's not a huge shock to see Saina Nehwal leading in this game. What is the huge shock is the way in which she's winning.
Yes, because if I remember correctly, 16 unforced errors from Wang Sin in the opening game, and we've seen quite
at least half a dozen in this one.
Exactly. And she's crippled by nerves, and, you know, in a way I feel so desperately sorry for her, because we've all been there. We've all had days where, you know, for some reason you're more nervous than others, and things don't happen for you, you're under pressure. But, you know, as you were saying earlier, you've got to give credit to Saina Nehwal, because she has approached this in a different way. There isn't pressure on her in the same way as there is on Wang Sin. She's risen to the challenge. She's playing a very sensible, very clever game.
She's closing in on victory. Just needs to maintain that level. She's in with that serve as well.
12-4.
Left by Wang Sin.
Was it 3 clears or pushes to the back of the court, then the little block? Yeah, you want to pin your opponent to the back and then start bringing them forward.
Service over, 5-13.
Conscious of not opening the door at all here, Saina Nehwal.
Service over, 14-6.
What it means, of course, is well, good to know she's going to get to play tonight.
Well, Saina Nehwal hasn't won this yet.
True, true.
Don't get ahead of yourselves.
Well, I'm just saying, I can't see where that spark's going to come
No.
from. For one sin, you know, and you're right, it's not over in terms of until you've won that second game, but I just can't see one sin at the moment. She's getting the points required.
No,
without making mistakes along the way.
she's making far too many unforced errors. There's another tentative on the return of serve, just pushing the shuttle up into the hitting zone of Saina Nehwal. And a 10-point advantage for the Indian number one. Yep.
Service over, 7-16.
That's aggressive play.
Service over, 17-7.
And that's what she's done so well. That's what I said about not giving any hint of a chance to her opponent. Keep her pinned down, and that's what she's done so well here. Last disguise drop shot.
18-7.
All being set up with the tight spinning net shot. Force the short lift, then she's got the options. But you've still got to make it count. And as you say, it was beautiful, wonderful disguise.
Service over, 8-18.
Point. Nehwal is 3 points away from victory here. A little bit more freedom, but she now is at the stage where she's nothing to lose.
Yes, there gets a stage in a match, and it's certainly happened to me where you sort of think to yourself, well, crikey, if you go on playing like this, you're going to lose anyway. Throw all caution to the wind. Let's go for it. Let's just relax and enjoy the rest of the match. And actually, suddenly you start to play a lot better.
10-18.
Many unforced errors, but that was certainly one of them.
Service over, 19-10.
She's up next.
Oh. And she's on her way back from injury, so what does Lee Yongbo do? Nehwal Sin does indeed lose this match. She looks as if she's about to do.
Service
that
over.
was a
20.
glorious drop
Match
shot.
point 11.
This partisan, normally noisy crowd went very quiet when that one dropped.
Yep.
Well, quite frankly, it's been a demolition job. India have levelled it up 1-0. Saina Nehwal takes the scalpel once in.
Match won by India. 41-15. 21-11. Thank you, service done. Thank you, match judges.
Officially, that's 21-15, 21-11. For the first time, Saina Nehwal beats her Chinese opponent. Fourth time of asking. State critic of the world number 3. Saina Nehwal has taken the match that makes it 1-0. There we are. Not quite as many unforced errors in this one.
Still too many though, isn't it? Overhead winners. Look, Saina Nehwal is twice as many. She's the one that's dictating the pace, and Wang Xin, surprisingly to me, was just reacting to what her opponent was throwing at her. It's absolutely extraordinary.
Well, we didn't see this one coming. Whoa. Well, there wasn't too much of that, was there? Celebration and Indian disappointment. Saina Nehwal was in control from the very first half dozen points, wasn't she?
Very much so. I mean, she got off to an absolute flyer. 6-love. 7-point advantage at mid-game interval. In fact, in both games. And when you start a game as well as that, well, you have the belief you're going to close it out and win.
So how do you cheer up this Chinese crowd? How